Everybody go.
So let's talk about the rest of the points. But before I do that, who on your team, Mike, was the weak link?
I knew you would ask me that.
Yeah, and you better have an answer to that.
A long time, and I did not outdo Dominic or Ben. So if you have to pick someone, it would be me. If our team lost, then I would be leading.
All right, and what about the girls?
At the beginning of the week, I sent out an email and I told them that this is how I was going to do it by if they did what I asked in the time that I asked them. And I sent them.
Told them how you were going to do what?
Choose who was the weakest. And I assigned everyone each 2 tasks, including myself. And
What were your 2 tasks?
my 2 tasks was to set up the booth and to do the flyer. I originally had memes, but we switched at last minute.
Okay. What was your task?
Oh yeah, the mannequins. Sorry, the mannequins and the memes.
And what about you, Ashley?
And I created the survey and made the commercial.
Okay. And then you all participated in the booth. Okay. So who's the weakest?
Because I did not get the commercial till 3 a.m. yesterday morning when I asked for it at 12 a.m. Wednesday, Ashley.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. You need to understand that we just told you that the commercial was the best part of your presentation.
I know.
So it didn't really have anything
better.
to do with why today didn't go well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what's the deal with Ashley?
Yesterday, as Naomi said, Thursday, we rehearsed and we felt like it was okay. We just need to go home and grow on it and meet an hour earlier. Ashley still had to send me the commercial and the survey results. I called Ashley later that night. She was out at dinner. I texted her 1 a.m. in the morning, no reply. I checked my email 6 a.m. this morning. I got the commercial at 3 a.m. and I still haven't got the survey results. And then I get there and
What
Ashley's
time
not
did you tell
picking up.
Ashley to have them to you?
I told her
When were her assignments due?
12 a.m. on Wednesday night.
Is that communicated?
Yes.
So did you communicate to her why it was late?
I understood that. And then
No,
it was,
I'm asking her. Did you communicate why it was late?
I had told her that I would email her my commercial when I had gotten home, and because I was at dinner. And
Right.
the commercial was done, and I was planning on bringing it. And she had called me at 1 a.m. and I was sleeping. So I just...
But it was due 12 a.m. Wednesday, she said.
Right, but I did communicate with her because I had an appointment with Teresa at Harley that afternoon.
Gotcha.
And she wanted to give me some resources to use, some of the Harley commercials, some of the statistics that she gave me. And I had also a contact with the Rockford Park District. So I wanted to include some information and footage in my commercial that I had not yet received.
Do you believe you're the weakest?
No.
Who do you believe it is?
I think that everyone needs to equally pull their own weight, and this is a competition. Yes, we need to bring in our outside resources, but ultimately it comes down to the intern, one person, and I think that Naomi has a difficult time of pulling her own weight because...
Mom does it all?
Yes.
That's been talked about a lot. So tell me about that.
Among who?
Us.
Oh, excellent. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell my mom to not, like if she wants, I'm like, no mom, you have to stay at home and not help me. Like, she is always there for me. Obviously I can't drive because I'm not under my parents' insurance.
I think it's good that your mom helps.
And
so
I think it's great that my mom helps.
But how has it affected the group?
I think my mom's helped out our group tremendously.
There's a difference between help and then lead. Is your mom helping and remaining quiet and letting you guys compete? Or is mom helping by inserting herself into the decisions that are being made?
No.
It's kind of like pageants, Is mom trying to win this competition, or are you trying to win this competition?
No, my mom, I don't think she's never tried to take the lead. She's never tried to lead our group. It's always been like, what would you like me to do? How can I help?
How do you guys respond to that?
I think that Ashanti said it herself just a few moments ago that it was Naomi's mom's idea to do the mannequins, and Naomi wasn't there the first few days because you were out of town, and it was Naomi's mom that was setting up the mannequins. And her second project was the memes, which was originally Ashanti's that she handed over to Naomi, which unfortunately were a bust.
Okay, so let's move on. 50 points went to the boys. We awarded you the presentation as well. It was very good. And 50 points went to the booth. Couple reasons. You didn't have a motorcycle. I was even telling my family that I was like, if the boys lose, not having that motorcycle is going to be a problem. Only because you didn't contact me directly.
We didn't know that we could. We thought we had to.
I know that you guys say that every week, but the truth is you no excuses. Okay, but your booth was good. We awarded it. Why? Because Harley felt like repainting the logo was a bad idea. Because repainting it meant that it compromised their brand, and they were very protective of the logo not being played with, and said that they made that clear, but that the arts and crafts project continued. And the other side of the booth issue is that you guys had the motorcycle, but when we took a picture of it, the motorcycle's off to the side, a $10,000 bike. The booth, what you had different than the guys is you actually had a bike. But the bike wasn't really the center and the piece of your booth. So unfortunately, the booth, I saw you guys there a lot because I go to my office a lot. I heard about yours, got some pictures, but I think that Tricia and some others were frustrated because it seemed like when you were at your booth, you were just really sitting behind a table, and that there wasn't tons of interaction with members and kind of that go-get-'em attitude. And that's reflective of 23 surveys. That's it. 23 people filled out a survey, and you have a Y that's 3 times the size of the Y they were at. And so, with the booth, we gave it to the guys as well. So it left the score 350 to 100. So it all came down to ticket sales. Total sales for tickets at NEB, which is where the guys were, was 332 tickets. Okay, so that gave you 682 points. And at IDP, remind you that it's 3 times the size, 175. Okay, so 275 guys win. Good job. Good job. Really, you guys did a really good job.